Alright, here we are with a Toro 60-volt snowblower. One of the problems with this unit is going to the end of the driveway, it doesn't have a shoe which stops this frame from scratching the ground. So what I'm planning on doing today is making this so when it goes down the driveway, I can put a shoe like this on the unit so it won't scrape anymore. But it's basically when you're going down the driveway, it catches right there going off the edge, which makes it scrape up that steel. Now I have bare metal on the bottom. But I think I can fix it with just putting on a shoe. This is off of a Greenworks unit. It's also off of a Kobalt at Lowe's. So we're going to see if we can get this fitted on there and stop that from scraping. Alright, my fingers are too cold to actually touch the buttons. It's actually about 20 degrees out right now. So anyways, the shoe, I'm going to mount it right out on the edge. So that way the front surface is protected, the bottom surface is protected, and this corner is going to be sticking out just a little bit past the edge there. So I can actually touch it right there. So that will be able to be scraped, but at least the bottom will be protected for now on. So what you'll need is a 10mm socket. You have it comes with 4 washers, 4 carriage bolts, and nylock nuts, and it comes with 2 shoes. You'll need a set of drill bits up to 1/4 inch, and you'll need a drill. The part number of this kit that comes from, I got this actually from Lowe's. It is 2910903, and I will put a link in the description below so you guys can purchase that. So basically, you're just going to mark a couple holes. I'm going to actually put it at the very bottom so I can actually adjust this down if need be as the shoe wears. So I'll mark that off, and I'll be right back in the video here in a sec. Alright, so one thing I just noticed, the shoe is not a perfect 90 degree. So I'll show you from the other side. So when I put that shoe up against there and it's flat on the ground, you can see it sticks out. So I am actually going to tilt it a little bit to get it up off the ground a little bit more, but I'm going to actually have to push the shoe down a little further to get it there, and then it's going to kind of wear on this edge rather than flat. And I've looked at all the shoes that I got available, and this is the best one I could find that would accommodate this piece here. So I'm just basically going to have to go right in between what I really wanted to do. I wanted to get it to cover this whole edge, but it is just not going to be able to do that. So I'm just going to do the best I can. I'm going to line up this edge with this bend in the steel right there, so it takes the same contoured edge as that, and I may just have to raise it up a little bit to get it to work. Alright, so I marked my hole. Now we're just going to put a drill hole right straight through there. Hopefully my bit's pretty sharp. It actually came from my older set, so not really. There we go. And then we'll mark the second hole. This time we'll put the screw in there, so this actually sets in there and it won't spin. So that way when you actually put it through the hole, like so, the washer on the back, and then put the lock nut on there. And then you get your 10 millimeter. It actually does a decent job of holding it. So now that we got the screw in there, loosen it up a little bit, make sure it's adjusted the whole way down. I shouldn't say it, the whole way up. This is where you got to get her adjusted just where you want it. And then we'll pop the second drill hole in there. Now that I got her started, I'm going to take it back off just to see where that screw landed. So I want them straight up and down from one another, which it almost looks perfect. Go. Put the two screws in there, like so. Washer, lock nut. Oops. Washer and lock nut. Just the whole way up. Looks pretty good. I may even put a washer on those just to make it so that's even a stronger hold. But on the inside you can see that we got the lock nut there. Try to focus you here. So you got the lock nut and the washer on there. It should make a pretty strong hold. And you can see just the little edge there is going to touch. But I have a feeling when we go down the driveway, we'll be fine. But that'll eventually wear flat, and then the shoe will be perfect. All right, I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to go grab my other drill bits and start on the other side. All right, on this side, I decided I'm going to drill a pilot hole. Hopes that it won't be so hard to drill that 1/4 inch hole. That was a fairly fresh 5/16 drill bit there. So whatever they made this front end out of, it's actually pretty stiff stuff. screw. Washer. Lock nut. And as for the washer, it's kind of in a groove there. You don't really have to worry about it. The washer bends for the frame from what I can see so far, so it's nothing to worry about. So now I adjust it because I want the blade to be as close to the ground as possible, but I want to be at the upper setting. And I got her marked. I'll take this back off. As you can see, it kind of bent that washer a little bit. So we'll go back to the 5/16. Back to the 1/4 inch. Got the other bolt. Washer. Lock nut. And there you have it. I think I'm actually, that tip is not touching there. So I bet you if I drop that one down just a smidge, I bet you it won't touch, that corner won't hit as well. So I'm going to adjust that down and we'll take it to the test at the end of the driveway. Alright, the moment of truth. Did the skid shoes actually do the trick? So you get down to the bottom of the driveway, you can, as you can see, it doesn't touch. Here's where the test is. Once you get about there, the other one will grab. And the shoes actually just move along at an angle. Go down the driveway. It doesn't catch. He was grabbing so bad before I was picking it up. So it has been huge maneuverability on the driveway. Alright, so to conclude this video, I just figured I'd let you know we installed the shoe. It was from Greenworks, also from the Kobalt 80-volt snowblower. I actually ordered it from Kobalt, actually from Lowe's, I should say, off their website, and it was delivered to the house. They do not have them in stores where I'm located. So I ended up having to order it straight from Lowe's.com directly. I got it in about 3 days. The install was fairly simple, just two drill holes, and it was on there. I was able to make the adjustment so it doesn't actually hit the metal at all. So it's fully covering the metal. It has to be at an angle. There's no room on the inside to install it. Because the blade is right there. I mean, there's nowhere you can put it on the inside. So it had to go out on the outside, and it has to be at an angle. I looked at many different shoes from Aaron's, from Craftsman, from aftermarket brands. Like there's a Universal brand. So nothing that I found would fit except for this Greenworks shoe that I found from there. The unit, we're also going to do a couple other installs on this unit because I do not like how far of a reach it is for this guy here. So I plan to purchase another one of these brackets, mount it up here further, and get in a much further extended rod. All this has is a flat spot on there for when it snaps down into the bottom. I could possibly do that with just a steel rod and hammer it out until it's flat, and it would probably work. But what I plan to do, I think, is order another one of these handles, cut this off, add the extra handle up here, and then get a union to join the two together. Kind of like what they do with drill bits. It's just got a couple Allen screws that come into the side, a couple set screws that come in from the side, and it just kind of clamps it all together. And so that way I can get the handle way up on the end so I can adjust the chute real quick and easy. And then I also have a video coming out. My wife said she wants to try it out, so I thought that might be a good video for everybody to see how easy it is to use compared to a two-stage snowblower. And then also we're going to have some competition hopefully this weekend against a gas-powered unit from my brother. He's got a two-stage snowblower, and I want to have a competition to see which is the best. Is it electric because of speed and maneuverability, or is it a two-stage versus just pure power and volume that he can throw out of there compared to this? I mean, this guy's got, 1,500 pounds of snow it can throw a minute, and I'd be kind of curious how that would compare to a two-stage, which is close to almost double that. So we will take that to the test, and please subscribe below. We'll have a couple more videos coming up, and we'll have those probably, like I said, this weekend and maybe next weekend. We're expecting about 9 inches of snow tomorrow. All right, signing out. See ya.